Hi. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hi,
Welcome.
everyone.
Yeah, and saying hi too. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. Um, we're so excited to be here as always every week. I mean, we just love it every single week. So we're here today to share some more fun projects for you guys. Um, and we're just gonna have a good time. Anne has
I'm trying to
designed.
find this.
Okay. Anne has designed some really cool new stencils. There we are. New stencils with StencilGirl, and they are absolutely awesome. So I'm excited to share everything with you guys. Okay, so there. Now we should be good to go. I can see it on my iPad. Okay, so again, welcome for those of you that are joining us. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. We
Yeah,
haven't seen you for a while.
yeah. Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Okay, so
Oklahoma. Yes. Warm
yeah,
there.
yeah, warm here. Yeah, well, I live in the desert. What do you expect? It's always hot.
This
Uh,
is true.
yeah, really. Okay, so those of you that are joining us for the very first time, my name is Lisa Rojas, and this is my business partner and very dear friend for many, many years, Ann
Mhm.
Butler. Yeah,
Many to
over
count.
too many to count, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we own Bella Crafts Publishing, and with what we do is each week we bring you new craft products and projects. We try to show you companies that maybe you haven't seen before, so we like to do some of that. Um, and basically, we just have a really, really good time. So every Wednesday, this is where we are. And then, of course, we also put out our free digital craft magazine. It comes out 4 times a year. Uh, it's absolutely free. It does not cost anything. All you have to do is put your email address in on our website, and each time we get a new issue, it'll go right into your inbox. Super easy. Hi Becca.
Hey, Becca.
We don't spam you with tons of emails and all of that. We just don't do it because we don't like it, so we
We
don't do
don't
it.
sell your emails.
No, never sell. That's bad too.
Oh, thank you, Tammy.
Yeah, so the summer issue, as I said, is out. Anne is in the process of working on fall
I
already,
am.
and I have to get busy and get my stuff into her because she's going to start like getting mad at me if I don't get my stuff done.
Not mad, just
Frustrated, and you better get it done and don't stress me out while you're doing it. No, she doesn't get mad at me. But that's what's going on with us. And you want to tell them about our ebooks?
so we have our newest ebook is Zentangles with Cindy Shepard. It is so wonderful. I'll put a link in here for you guys so it's easy to find. She takes you step by step on
Yeah.
how to create them. And it's a very relaxing form of art. But we also have several ebooks by different designers, and we are working on another one with Eileen Hall. And we are working on three that will be coming out this fall. So we're excited about that. And those are what help pay the bills. So
Yes.
need that.
So check out our ebooks. Help us pay our bills because everything else we do for free. So yeah. Um, Also, today we are, as I said earlier when I first started, Anne has designed some new stencils with StencilGirl. They are our sponsor for today. So I'm not sure what they're doing.
We're giving away 2 stencils from the set.
Oh,
Um,
perfect.
so I'm going to show you real quick the new stencils. So like this is They are Americana themed because these came out in July.
Yeah.
But you can use these for anything, as Lisa shows you. And I'll show you this afternoon. I mean, they can be used, you just put different colors with them. But to me, like these are perfect for birthday celebrations too. Yep. Those are 2 of that 9 by 12. And then this is just like a background. Oops, it's going crooked. So see that beautiful detail of those backgrounds. So these are fun for backgrounds for cards. You love the flag. I love that flag too. And Lisa, I asked her not to do Americana to try and show different ways to use it, and she did that. My stuff, I'm going to show you the Americana I've done with it, and then we'll do them up in some different colors so you can see that you can do it not themed red, white, and blue also. Right. Hi, Sandy. Thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, and if if you do decide to do something Americana, we've got Labor Day coming up in just a short week, so you still got some time to make something for that too. But today, let me show you real quick what I am doing today, because Ann said,
"Cute,
do something different." So I said, okay. So this is the little.
Isn't that cute?
Pinwheel set that I did.
So fun.
It's so easy, but lots and lots of fun. And then of course I had to add a little shaker,
Well,
the front of it there. The funny thing is I was completely freaking out last night because I'm like, I can't find a vase. I can't find a vase in my house. There was a time when I was in and out of the hospital so much. I had so many flower vases, and through the years, we just got rid of them. And, so of course, when I'm needing one, I couldn't find one, but I found this really cool. This is an actual cup that is a light bulb. And I went, that'll work.
See? Just got to look around and see what you have.
Yeah, that was like around midnight last night when I was rummaging through my kitchen. But yeah, so lots of fun. It's a fun project. And Becca, I know you love your shakers, girl. So there you go. I did one for you. And not a card. So, something different as an embellishment. So let's see, what else? I can't think of anything. Oh, our Do You Love to Craft group?
Yes. So I'll put a link in here for that. So if you're creating anything, we want to see what you're making. So yes, join that if you have not already. And like, share, and comment with the hashtag Bella Crafts to enter for the giveaway. You'll get 1 9 by 12 and 1 of the 6 by 6.
Awesome. Very cool stencils. You guys will love them. As you know, I love all of Ann's products. I pick my favorites. I have my favorites out of each product line that she does. I do have my favorites, but I love them all. So excited to be able to show you guys how to do this. It's super, super easy. So, you won't have any issues at all. So I'm thinking, I'll go ahead and switch my camera. Ann's going to put links in for me while my head is down. I'm going to try to remember to look up at my other screen to, see comments as they come in. Last week I couldn't do that because the camera got messed up and it was just a nightmare.
So she couldn't do that. And I couldn't put links in very easily because currently I have my computer hooked up to several screens. I disconnect them when I do the lives, but it still was picking up the other screens and I couldn't bring the Word doc over to put in links. It was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
technical things.
It was one of those weeks. We have them every once in a while. So, what are you going to do? But I can, if I remember to look up that's the key, because I get very laser focused when I'm working on something.
It's
And,
okay.
you know, if not, when you have questions or whatever, Ann will answer them for me if I don't get to them. So no worries. All right. So you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to switch my camera and then we're going to get started. So let's do
Thank
that
you,
right
Debbie, for
here.
liking, sharing, and commenting. We do appreciate it because
Yes.
a lot of you have different friends than we do. So if we can get more followers to watch us, we just love it.
Yes. Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
Dawn.
Okay. So I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
switch.
I'm going to lay, you know what? I'm not even going to lay it down like this. I'm going to pull these out. Okay. So you can see these are the cute little pinwheels that I did. Um, and like I said, super easy, stenciled, all the design on there. And then I also created this little shaker for the front because I just thought that it
That's
was,
adorable.
yeah, I just thought it just added a little something, you know. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let me put these all off to the side here and then we shall get started. Okay. So, those of you that have not seen this new tool, this is from Sizzix, and it is a stamp and stencil tool. Now, right now, you cannot see the whole thing because my camera is down too low. Let me try to. I'll do a sideways view. There you go. There's a sideways view. So it's, you know, it's a really good size. It's probably 12 inches. So it's a good size. And it's for stamping and stenciling. So for you would use the top piece for stamping, but we're not going to be stamping today. We're going to be stenciling. So I'm going to remove this. There we go. And then it has this other little piece that goes to it. And what you can do, you see all the different holes. What you can do is you put it down here on top of there. Okay. There you go. And then you can position it up further, down further, however you need to do for the stencil that you're going to be using. So I'm going to grab some colors here and my stencils. All right. Now, these are the stencils that I used, and I cut mine apart because for me, I like it better when I can just use one at a time. So this is the one that I used. And then I also used the heart, but I only used a portion of the heart, right? So that one. And then I used this one for the shaker. This is another one that I used for the pinwheels. And then also this one. So lots of fun. All right. And I'm not going to sit and stencil everything out because, we might be here for a while. So what I'm going to do is I have some that I was messing with yesterday. Now, these are the darker colors that I used, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about because I didn't cut any different ones out for this morning. So what we're going to do here is, let me take a light color so you can really see it. All right, so you're going to remove this piece right here that is on the end of the stencil holder, and this is sticky. So this is where you're going to put your stencil. So you're going to stick your stencil on right there. And then that will hold it. But also, it's got this covered paper on it. We're going to take this off, and you can see that I was kind of playing with mine. So it's a little bit messy. And I'll put that back on there. There we go. But you know what? I'm going to use a piece of white paper so you can really see. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. This is also adhesive, okay? It's sticky. So not only will it hold your paper down, which it does lovely.
So nothing moves. It's cool.
This tool, I'm telling you, and the one from, was it last week that we did the shrink plastic? I did shrink plastic with.
Yep.
Those are like my two favorite new tools now. I absolutely love them. Okay, so this
is coming out with good ones.
Yeah, they are. They really are. So this is sticky. So your paper will stick down. And then, like, as I said, this portion here is going to hold your stencil. Okay. And if your stencil is bigger, like one of Ann's 6x6s, you would put that down. And then also it will hold the stencil down too if it's, if your paper is smaller than your stencil. Okay, so just wanted to show you guys that. Where is my cool little tool? There it is. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you really quick what I did here. And let's use some pretty pink. So all you're going to do with this then, I'm going to make sure that you guys can see everything really well. Okay, and find my pink blender. Okay, so this is my pink. I have mine marked. All right, so we're going to grab up some ink. And these are all the inks that I used are Gina K's. And do not forget, you guys, that on Sunday, this coming Sunday, I will have a blog post up that will have the project with written instructions and step-by-step photos. So if you want to, to check them out there, you can. I'll show, I'll list all the colors that I use and, everything like that. Okay. All right. So we're ready to go. We've got our stencil down. And all we're going to do now is just add some color. Nothing difficult at all. But I absolutely love this stencil is really cool. It just screams party to me. Right? I love it. All right. So, it's very simple to do. There you go. So,
okay, question.
Yes.
So with that product that you have right there from Sizzix, you can lift the stencil up to see if you covered well enough and put it back down.
Yes.
That's what's cool about it.
Yes. You can pull this up. And then it reminds me of the Misty for stamps, right?
Right.
Because everything's going to be in the same place where you put it. So yes, you can lift this up and see, okay, well, I didn't get enough there, or whatever. So it makes it so much easier when you're stenciling, and it really holds everything down. That's one of the biggest issues that I've always had using stencils, because I get too impatient. And, I end up moving my stencil all out, out of the way, and I end up making a mess, and then I get frustrated, and that's never pretty. So we're going to pull that up. Let me grab my little nifty tool here. All right, and there we got our little stenciled area. So and then of course I did the same exact thing that I just showed you with the different stencils. So let me pull this up out of the way. All right, so what you're going to have then, excuse me, what you're going to have then is you're going to have these little pieces. Okay. You're going to, first of all, to make things easier when you're stenciling this, because the dies that I use for this are so much smaller. My husband just got home. Ruby. Okay. She's going to let everybody know. Hey. Sorry, guys. All right. Cut all of your paper in 3x3s squares. That makes it so much easier. Hang on a second. Hey. All right. There we go. All right. So you're going to take your 3x3 squares, and that is what you're going to put down on your stencil. Your stencil is going to go on top of your 3x3. That to me is just easier to use because I knew that the die set that I was using for this was small. You know, the dies were small. So I knew that I didn't need a big, huge piece except for the stars. And I'll show you that in a minute. So what I did, excuse me, is once I got my stuff stenciled, then I ran the die set, ran everything through with the dies. Oops, this way. Okay, so used all my dies, and then that's how I got my pinwheel shapes. Okay, so you can see here, this is the stencil that I used. Let me move this out of the way here. This is the stencil that I used for the large pinwheels, was this one. And then for the medium size, I have my stuff spread out all over the place. Oh, the medium size is the one that I just showed you. Okay, so that was this one. And then for the smaller one, I used this part of the stencil. So that worked out really, really well. So, you know, think about it too. When you're looking at stencils, you know, a lot of times people will look at stencils and they'll think, oh, I have to use the whole thing. You don't. You don't have to use the whole thing. You can use part of your stencils, just like you can do with your stamps, you know, so have fun with it. All right. So we're going to create all of these. You're going to die cut them out. I did one. Actually, I was planning on doing like 2 or 3 of each one, but I only had time to do the one set. So you're going to do these 3, okay? You're going to die cut those out. And then the dies also, let me pull these out here. Okay. They also have these cool triangles that are the same size as each of the dies. So what I did with these is I took my dot stencil, right, with my black ink pad, and let me pull these out, move these out of the way, and then this is what I did with them. Okay, so I added the little triangles with the same color, or I used a darker color of cardstock. And I wanted to say something really quick before I forget.
Huh.
You want to make sure that I tried it with just regular cardstock that was probably, I don't know, maybe 65 weight, and it was too flimsy. So what I did, of course, was I attached some spray adhesive on some white cardstock, and then I laid my color cardstock down on top of that, and then I had this extra backing, so it made them a little bit more easy to use, so you're not going to tear them easily, right? Okay, so I used excuse me, my goodness. And here's my papers. All right, so I used, for the lighter shades, these are what my pinwheels are done done with, right? Okay, and then I use the darker paper, and these are the ones that I did the dots on. I know I'm jumping all over the place because I couldn't find these earlier, so I had to go on to something else. But now I have them. So let me start again real quick. Cut out your cardstock. 3x3 is a good size. Your dies are going to fit on there perfect. Make sure that you back it with some white cardstock to give it a little bit more oomph. Okay. And then you're going to cut 3 other colors out. And these are going to be for your little accents that you put on the little triangles here. All right. So you're going to be using 6 different colors of cardstock. So we're going to take all of those that I couldn't find earlier. And then this is what they look like once you have them all die cut and you've added the little accent triangles in there. So now you're ready to put them together. So what we're going to do with that is I'm going to do the real big one because that one is the easiest. The die has this little, I don't know if you can see it. Wait, let me try to get it right. Let me put it on my hand. Maybe you can see it better on my hand. Okay, it's got a little notch in each of these triangles. Okay, there's a little notch there. And that is what you're going to fold. Okay, so you're going to fold this over. And, you got to work with it a little bit. So insert your brad, whichever ones you want to use. And then you're going to fold that over right where that little notch is. And then you're going to repeat that all the way around the pinwheel. All right. So we've got the first 2. And now we're going to add this third. Now, this one was, it was easy to do because it was big and it just worked out fine. The smaller one I had a little bit more trouble with. But they all work the same way. So then you've got the brad there. So you're going to pull the arms of the brad out. And then there you have your cute pinwheel.
That's adorable.
Isn't it? And so simple, easy to do. I just love it. And I'm glad you like the colors, Becca. I was trying to get away from blues. Since my last 3 projects were blues. All right, so you're going to repeat this the same way with each one of these. All right, same way. Put your brad in and then fold them over on that little notch there. And then you're going to pull that to the center and then put it on your brad. All right, so I already went ahead and did that. Now, let me plug my trusty glue gun in here. All right, there we go. And I'm going to move all of this stuff out of the way because I've made a huge mess over here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is once you have them all done and they're all nice and cute, there we go. Then you're going to take them and just take some ribbons as I did with mine. I've got some ribbons down here. I'll do one real quick. Let's see, we'll use that one, and they're going to be different than my sample, but they're ribbons, so you can add whatever you like. All right, so just take some ribbon, and then we're going to, okay, so there's one, and then I'll do this yellow. Oops. There we go. All right, we're going to trim those. Okay. And then what I did, instead of tying them around my straw, I didn't. I just glued them to my straw. Okay, so not quite sure if my glue gun is hot enough yet, but we'll try it. All right, there we go. So just add your ribbons on and go ahead, and how I did mine, because like I said, I didn't want to create a bow. So I put a tab of glue in the back part, and then I pulled them over to the center. And then I did them just like this. So then that way you don't have any bulk. And your pinwheel will lay on there flatter. And that's what you want. All right, paper towel. Okay, so we're going to put these out of the way. And another little bit of glue. And then just glue them over the top of the other ones. My glue gun's not going to hold it. It's not hot enough. All right. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So then once you have your ribbons on, and like I said, you don't have any big bulk right there. So then you're just going to take your glue gun and then add your pinwheels on just like this. Now I'm going to try to glue it on, but I don't know if it's going to hold. But we'll try. All right, so I just ran like a little tab right there. Yeah, it's not going to hold. But there you go. You get the idea, right? So you're going to do that on all three, or however many that you want to make of your pinwheels. Okay, so super, super easy. That's how you put the pinwheels together. So it does not take hardly any time at all. These would be cute for birthday parties. You know, it'd be cute to do with the kids. You know, there's Dorothy. Break out the E6000. You know what, Dorothy? I have a story about that. I was looking for glue the other day, something like an E6000, and I couldn't find mine. And I found it amongst my husband's stuff.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. All right. So actually, he says, hey, I bought that. So I don't know where mine went. All right. So next thing that we're going to do then is to create our little floral shaker. All right. So I took the star stencil that you saw that I showed you earlier, and I stenciled the yellow on top, all over it. Now this one I did bigger because I needed it for my flower. And then what you're going to do, what I did here is kind of found a place that I liked the best. And actually all of them are really, they're spaced pretty good. So, you know, anywhere would be good. So you take it on the back there, and then we're going to trace this on with the pencil. All right. Now, for those of you that are going to ask, these flower shaker covers are from Hampton Art. And I have had these for a bit. And I don't believe that Hampton Art is still around, but you can purchase these on Amazon because I checked. So when I do my blog post, I will put that link in for that so you guys will know. All right, so then we're going to cut this out real quick. And, you know, you want to take more time than what I'm doing, obviously, because I'm just kind of running amok. And then just trim this all the way around. Okay, there we go. Okay, there. All right. So now you've got that piece cut out. So what you're going to do now is take your flower cover here. And I just started like with one little piece first instead of cutting it all, or instead of taking all of the tape off, or all of the tape cover off, I should say. I just did a little bit on there first. And then I'm going to attach my flower or my cardstock. Now this, you don't need a heavy duty cardstock for this. Okay, just regular weight cardstock will work fine for this. All right, so I'm going to lay my cover right on top. And then before I finish sealing it, then I'm going to take my doodads here.
Doodads, I love it.
I know, right? And these are from Buttons Galore and More. And I'm going to pray that doesn't flip. Well, we will have them everywhere. All right, so you're just going to take a spoonful. I'm going to kind of hold that down with my hand there. And then pour in your little doodads. Okay, there we go. Close those so you don't end up spreading them all over the place. And I'll move those extras out of the way. And then you're going to finish peeling the rest of it off. That way, you know, it gives you time and, you know, to pour your stuff in there, and you don't have to, you know, worry about the tape sticking and your paper sticking, you know, before you're ready. So we're going to close that off. Just like, there we go. Okay. And then once you've done that, if you see that you've got some edges here that, you know, you don't like, or, you know, you didn't line it up perfectly, just take your scissors and your straight edge, whatever you want to do, and just trim the excess off and not worry about it. Okay, so from here, so now you've got your cute little shaker, right? There we go, Becca. There's your shaker. Okay, so once you have this, you need to put a hole in the top. Now, you can't use a hole punch because I tried. So you'll need to use something like an, Ann, what do you call these? Awls?
The what?
Awls?
An awl, yeah.
Okay, I just call them the picky tool. I make up my own names. I don't care. All right, so just lay it down and then just go ahead and poke a hole right there in the top. And move it around there really good. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of string, or not string, but ribbon. However long that you know that you want it to hang. Again, I'll have all of the the dimensions and all of that when I do my blog post. And you know what, Ann? I can never see over. I have a hard time seeing over the comments or seeing the comments because of our names and stuff being there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the comments that I'm posting on the page.
No, the ones, the comments that the girls are asking.
You must have your screen big because mine are off to the side.
Oh,
You need them off to the side.
All right, I will have to look into that then. All right, so yep, you're going to pull that through just like that to create your hanger. And then what I did on mine, I'm going to pull these out real quick. Then what I did on mine was I just went ahead and glued it to the top of my frame or the top of my little container here, and then wrapped the ribbon around it and then tied the ribbon in a bow. And there you've got your little shaker, your adorable little shaker, and then all of these really cute pinwheels that you can add to it. So much fun, you guys. They're easy projects. I hope you give it a try. I absolutely love them. And I know that you guys will too. All right. So that is it for me for the project. Now, before I forget, this piece of paper that I pulled off of my stencil tool, you want to keep this because you're going to put this back on your stencil tool to cover that adhesive. So make sure that you don't throw this away. Okay. Just a little thought there that I don't want anybody to throw it away. All right. So talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
While I get this stuff picked up here a little bit.
So I highlighted some comments so I could answer or have Lisa answer while she is cleaning up.
Oh, yes. Now I can see. Now I can see.
Strange. The sun stencil for pinwheels. I would never have thought of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Fun. Right?
Right. Those pinwheels. I mean, they're so cute. You can use so many different things. Yeah.
Yeah. And, decorate them however you want. I mean, they would be super, super cute for 4th of July, Labor Day, on your, tables for table decorations. I mean, all kinds of.
It could even be like on the corner of place settings. Very cute. Yep. Or on the front of napkin holders. There's so many ideas.
Oh, yeah.
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 Love StencilGirl's Facebook page. Cute products, Tammy said. Yes, StencilGirl does have some really cute things.
They do.
Tammy also said, love the little cloth-covered books using Ann's stencils. She must have got the July StencilGirl kit because in that kit, I did some little tiny books using the July stencil kit, which I designed. And I just made these cute little tiny cloth covered books. They're just easy and fun to throw in your purse.
Yep.
Dorothy said you use Darling Colors.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy.
Okay, so Debbie asked, could you take your bone folder and curl them a little first?
Actually, okay. When I did mine, I did do that. Not with the bone folder. I wrapped it around the pin. Just a regular ink pen or a paintbrush, whatever. But then when I went to put them together, they were a little harder. So the next one, I didn't do that way. I just kind of folded that end over and they went in much more easily.
Much easier.
Onto the brad. So what you can do, though, is once it's on, or once you have it all put together, then you can stick a pin or something like that on, in the backs there, and then mold them that way. But yes, I did do it that way with my first one. It was a little bit harder to get that into the brad. So that's why I just did it, folded it on the corner there.
That makes sense.
But I did fluff it up a little bit after because I didn't want them to be flat.
Flat.
That
No.
would have been ugly.
Don't want them flat.
No.
Sandy Pyle said, these would be a cute decoration in Halloween colors. So true. And Lisa's favorite holiday is Halloween.
Yes,
So
it is.
adorable.
I love me some Halloween.
She does. That girl does.
Gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, you could do so much with Halloween with that. Oh yeah.
Don,
easy.
It is. Don Braddock said, I love watching live demos, but I have no idea how someone can talk and craft at the same time. So talk, craft, and watch for comments.
I don't do it so well myself at times. I have been right smack in the middle of a project. You can ask the regulars that are in here all the time, and completely forgot what I was doing. Could not remember how I had put the project together. So, when you're doing a live, and you've got live people watching, first you've got to get over, the fear of that, which I used to perform years and years and years ago. So that kind of stuff, it's never bothered me.
She's a singer.
Well, she was. But yeah.
But you still could.
I don't know. Not with all the voice stuff that I've had. Anyways, but once you get over that part of it, then, you just kind of roll with it and have fun. But, it's alive. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong and do go wrong. I mean, like I said, I remember one that I was doing for Lawn Fawn. It was the magic iris card. Got right smack in the middle of the project and could not remember for the life of me how I put it together. So I had to contact the company and apologize all over the place. I'm so sorry. And I reshot the video and put it up in YouTube. So, I did it the right way. But during the live,
yeah. I mean, and lives are so different because like in the beginning, when nobody's here yet.
Yeah.
We're just talking. It's different now that Lisa and I do it together because we can talk to each other. But when you're doing one all by yourself and you're talking as if people are there because people watch the replay.
Yep.
But yes, you got to get over it.
Yeah. You just go with the flow and not worry about it. Because like last week when my camera went out, there was nothing I could do about it. That was it.
Right.
But, I am a goal-oriented kind of girl where, I focus on one thing and, like my husband says, I can't do two things at once. And for the most part, he is correct. Oh, Ann, I'm not a good multitasker.
Which is strange because usually women are.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're always doing 10 things at once.
Yep. Nope.
But that's fine. You get it done. Dorothy asked, where did you get the little vase? It was so adorable, which it was.
This, Dorothy, you must have missed it when I was saying it at the very beginning. This is actually a light bulb cup. It has a screw top and a straw that goes in it. And it was from the dollar store. And I can't remember why. I don't remember why I got it.
Because it was cute.
Probably.
We pick up weird things all the time.
Yeah. So, but last night at midnight when I was running through my house trying to find something to put my pinwheels in and attach my shaker, this one. So yeah, at the dollar store. It's a light bulb, bulb cup. That's it.
It's perfect.
So cute. But yeah,
it makes a perfect base and
right.
Party decorations, adorable.
Yeah, I mean, what would it take to do this for $1 for the vase?
$1.25.
okay, $1.25. I haven't been there for a while. Your straws, you can get your straws in a 12 pack for probably $2 or $3. Paper, you've got tons of it. Use your scraps. This is a
Yeah.
perfect project to use your scraps. That's what I did in mine. I had larger scraps and I cut them in 3 by 3 squares to do the project. And glue brads, and doodads to go into your shaker. But a lot of times if you're a paper crafter, you're going to have all that stuff anyways. So,
Right.
you know,
So
so
true.
inexpensive and easy to do. You can't get better than that.
Yep.
You really can't, right?
Yeah. Right. No. I mean, like if you can save money,
Oh,
any
yeah,
way you can save money. And Lisa knows I reuse things. I mean, when I use a frame, it's not something I'm going to keep. I might reuse that same frame,
yeah.
But when you're making lots of projects, it makes sense. But if you can save money and find things that are on clearance at the dollar store,
Yeah.
as long as they're well made,
Yeah.
I mean, there are some things there you wouldn't want to give away.
Right. Right. But the stuff that, for a
Debbie
crafting
says the symbol for ideas is a light bulb. I love it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, perfect.
I love it. I'm going to leave it on my desk then and hope that, the next few weeks I will get some inspiration from it.
Okay, and Sandy said, I command all crafters that go live. There is so much they have to do that you don't know until you go live. Thank you, Sandy. I mean,
You have
yes.
no idea what goes on to do this behind the scenes. And
It
then
all works.
you add barking dogs to it. And,
Hey, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, one time Rich came in and, because he thought I was just talking to Ann.
Walking behind her. My kids have shown up, and I say, okay, wait a minute. But, it's all good because we're friends. And,
well, yeah, we're human. It's a human side of things, I mean, if you're that uptight about crafting, then, more power to you. But no, you got to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, and things happen in real life that happen when you're live, and you just have to adapt.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Like phones ringing. I mean, I always try to make sure my house phone, because I still have a house phone.
Yep.
Is not in my room, and turn my phone down.
There's
a lot of things, but
stuff
happens. And yes, Debbie, it's called life.
Yeah. And I'll tell you the scariest thing about doing a live demonstration is when you're actually filming for a television show, which Ann and I have both done. And that can be a little intimidating, because then you have, these big, huge cameras and these professional lighting and stuff. And
not one, they're like all over. And like when you're looking into this camera and you happen to see in that camera and you see the back and you go, oh, my hair looks horrible. I mean, there are all those things that happen, but
the audience doesn't see the back, but we do.
Well, no, they can. Like when we
take
for Cheryl, because Cheryl's here, we're here.
Yeah.
And like if they go to her, they can see the back of your head, and it's like, oh, not a good look. But whatever, it's all good. It's how we learn.
Exactly.
But
all right, you guys. Well, that is it for me.
Remember, like, share, and comment, and the lucky winner will get 2 of my new stencils from StencilGirl.
Yes.
So, and I have them here, so I can mail them out right away.
Oh, good. Also, with hashtag Bella Crafts, if you're watching from Facebook or from YouTube, guys, do the same thing. Just hashtag Bella Crafts there. I do check the comments there, so I will, if you hashtag, I will pull your name out and put it in manually. So you'll also be able to win. And also, we keep it open until the following Tuesday. So this giveaway will be up on the 22nd.
Yes.
Okay. And during or after Ann's live, or at the end of her live, we will announce the winner for Royal Talons.
Yes. Those beautiful watercolors. So make sure you come back.
No, not sorry.
Oh no,
sorry.
for Sculpey.
Sculpey. Sorry.
We already gave the Royal Talons one away.
Royal Talons.
Be on the way to them. For Sculpey, all those 4 new kits that they have. That is awesome. So make sure you come back at 2:00, which is in about an hour. I'll be live with Lisa and sharing something with my new stencils too, and showing some things I've made. So we will see you all in about an hour, we hope.
Yeah.
Until then,
make sure that you take some time to craft, because it's good for your soul.
It is.
It really is.
Thanks, everyone. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do. We'll see you in an hour.